Whoa, I'm live. Just me. There's nobody else. But today we're going to play Gutenberg. We're going to be printing press things and doing things with things and exchanging points for things. And let's see if I like it. Roll the intro. Whoa! Yes, so we're going to be playing the game of the acting career of Steve Gutenberg. We're going to go through his entire career from Police Academy through to Cocoon, through to other things I'm sure I can't remember at this point. No! Gutenberg is not that Gutenberg. It's a different Gutenberg. It is the Gutenberg who invented the printing press. And there's a thing called the Gutenberg Bible, because I guess the first Bible was printed with the Gutenberg printing press and stuff like that. And yeah, and we're going to be pretending to be printers in the medieval times, printing orders for people and stuff. And, you know, I have some flavor text for you all. I know Red Hood's not here, but I can give you the flavor text because that's what we like in this crazy place. Printing technology enabled the spread of knowledge, thoughts, and ideas. For this reason, the invention of printing is considered one of the pivotal global events ending in the Middle Ages. At the local level, talented craftsmen and efficient entrepreneurs have a great opportunity to develop a profitable business. The demand for books is growing, the competition is still small, and the potential for development is unlimited. So there you have it. So we are printing press owners, and we have printing presses, and we're going to be taking orders from people that want us to print books for them. And we're going to be, and let me just show you this. This is the whole reason I got this game, is because, yes, it comes with little print tokens. That's an A, you see, because it's backwards. Because when you print, it goes stamp, and you go that way. So so all the letters are backwards. That makes it even more confusing. But yeah, so, but look at these beautiful wooden letters. Very cool. So there it is. Yeah, so I've wanted this game since it came out in Europe last year. It took over a year for it to get to US, and I just played the solo mode yesterday, and it's pretty good. We'll see how it goes. Could be maybe, I don't know. We'll have some thoughts at the end, I think. So what are we doing in this crazy game of Gutenberg? Well, I'm going to tell you right after I roll the how to play this game. All right, so the solo version of this is going to be just like the multiplayer version. The solo bot is up here, and he's basically just going to take things away from us. He doesn't get stuff. He doesn't play the game, really. So really, we can play our own kind of game. And we're just trying to get to a level of points that gets us to the maximum level of awesomeness. So I believe that's 150 points. Let me see. Yeah, I'll show you, I guess, because we want to know what we're going for, right? So here we go. So if we get less than 100 points, we're a student. We are barely even on the board. If we get 100 to 110, we're a senior student. 111 to 120, we're an apprentice. 121 to 130, we're a senior apprentice. 131 to 140, we're a junior master. And 141 to 150, we're master of printing. And if we get more than 150 points, we are the guild master of Gildenstein. I think when I played my first game, I got 120 something. So we were in the apprentice level. So we're definitely going to want to figure out how to get some pointage, people. So how are we going to do this? Well, first, during the game, what's going to happen is there are 5 steps that we can go through. The first step is we're going to want to get orders. So this top row of stuff are orders that people want us to fulfill, and the orders have a couple of things to them. And so I start the game with 2 orders, actually. So an order is a combination of one of these printing press tiles and one of these finishing tiles. So basically, this is the printing press tiles are mainly all about letters. You need to have the right letters to put in here to fulfill this order. And then you can put accoutrements on the book by putting inks on here or putting specializations on here. And if you complete these are like side quests that you can do to get extra stuff. So if I complete this AIOU, I get 5 money, or guilders, as they say. But if I also am able to put a blue and a yellow ink on there, I'm going to get 4 victory points. And if I also have a specialization in bookbinding and illumination at level 5 and level 1, I'm going to get 4 victory points. And if I can complete both of these things, I'm going to get an extra 3 victory points. So you can see it's really beneficial to complete these orders for full. However, so every order is a combination of these two things. They're kind of linked together when you get them. I could just complete this and get the 5 money and just complete the order, but this bottom part goes away, never to return. So you want to kind of figure out how you want to complete your orders. So I have this one down here. This is kind of an easy one. And we get to start the game with 3 letters. I started with an A and an I and an O. And yes, this game is Medieval Wheel of Fortune because we get to buy vowels. The whole game is about buying vowels. So if I basically put an I and an O, this order is complete. But I won't complete this bottom part until I get a gray ink on here, or I get a level 3 bookbinding skill. So if I have any of those two things, I can get combinations to get extra victory points when I complete these orders, which we're going to want to do post haste. Yeah, so I think that's how we want to complete orders. So what are we going to do during the game? Well, during the game, we're going to go down. Hey, Ted is here. Yes, this is live. I was going to do a bunch of pre-records because I got a bunch of solo videos that I wanted to do, and I'm shy about doing it live, but I figured you guys wanted it live. You need it live. We're here live, and this is live, so hopefully you will enjoy it. All right. So what are we doing? So during the game, there's going to be a 5 things or 5 rows that we're going to go through. The first row is getting new orders. So if I want to get some more orders, I can have up to 4 orders. Right now, I start the game with 2 orders, and again, an order is a pair of a print and a finishing. So these are the prints, these are the finishing, and I can choose pairs of them to get new orders. And that's going to be the first thing we do is get orders. The second thing we can do is get inks. As we can see, I need a gray ink to complete this order down here. There happens to be a gray ink right here, and that's it. But it's going to cost me some money to get it. So this row is about buying inks. And then we're going to do the row about specializations, where we can increase our skill in the 4 specializations that they have. Basically, the 4 specializations are here. The little A's are typesetting. This is wood cutting, this is book binding, and this is what they call illumination, which is like inks or fancy ink on the page. And every time we get some of these higher, like my lady, which I'm going to talk about her in a second, she has a special power that let me start with some of these specializations done already, or advanced. And when you advance any skill to level 2, you can move your marker up here and get a bonus. So next time if I move any one marker to level 4, I'm going to get the next bonus. Level 5 gets a bonus, level 6 gets a bonus. But also, if I can push all of these tracks up here, I get victory points at the end of the game for where each one of these ends up on the track. So there's definitely a boosting your specialization track as a victory point strategy. So if I pick this card, I can increase my wood cutting and my illumination by 1 point. I would just move the cubes up on there. So that's kind of cool. And then the 4th thing we can do, which is really cool, is they call it improve your printing press. And it's these little gears, which are really cool. So what happens is our little printing press board has places where we can put these gears. And the gears have sections, and basically you'll get to do extra actions based on where the gear is in the section. And when you put gears this like this, then basically I would be able to do this action and this action. But at the beginning of next round, it turns. Whoa! Look at that. That's pretty cool, right? And then I can only do this action and that action. So you want to be kind of mindful of where you place the gears and what kind of actions you want from the gears. But the gears are pretty cool. You can only have 3 of them the whole game, but you can always swap them out later if you need something different. And then finally, we're going to do what's called the Patronage action, which is basically bonus stuff. It's basically rich people giving you extra stuff. The first thing in the first and second round of the game, you can only do these, which are bumps you up in. You can either get extra orders, or you can increase a specialization, or you can get more money, or you can get more ink. So that's kind of your go-to. If you can't fulfill any of these cards and you just want extra stuff, you're going to get this extra stuff. Ted says, I hope this game is better than Steve's Don't Tell Her It's Me, a.k.a. the Boyfriend School movie. I don't know what that means. I think it might be a Steve Gutenberg joke, but we'll see. All right. So, but once we get to round 3 and round 4 and round 5 and round 6, if we have these things, we can take one of these cards instead of doing one of these actions. And these cards are basically worth 8 victory points at the end of the game. So we want to get as many of these cards as we can. So this one says if I have level 3 typesetting and level 4 illumination, I can take this card as long as it's round 5. So I'm going to want to kind of look at these cards and see what I want to do in round 3, 4, and 5, and 6 to see if I can grab as many of these cards as I can. The AI is going to try to grab these cards too, so we want to make sure he doesn't do it. All right. So how do we do these actions? Well, basically the game has this little bidding system, and normally in the normal multiplayer game, there's a player screen, and we all secretly bid using this little bidding tracker thing. And these are the 5 things I just talked about. First, we're going to do orders, then we're going to get inks, then we're going to do specializations, then we're going to get gears, and then we're going to get a patron injection. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bid using cubes on which actions that I really want to do, or because the AI has cubes that he's going to bid against me. So right now the AI has 1 vote to this orders, 2 votes in inks, 2 votes in specialization, 1 vote in gears, and 1 vote in patronage. So let's just say, for example, I really am hard. I want to get this gray ink. I got to do it. So I'm going to probably want to put at least 3 votes, or I don't know, markers in inks, so that way I can beat his 2 inks. And the first player always breaks ties, and the AI is always first, or starts the game first. So part of the strategy of the game is trying to figure out how to be first in the picking, because when the AI is first, he's going to basically roll a 4-sided dice and remove stuff. So we might not have, he might remove all of these inks, and then I won't have a gray ink I can go after, that kind of thing. So that's all the AI really does, is he takes stuff away from us. So if we really want something hardcore, we're going to want to go all in on the betting to figure out how we want to do that. And I think that's it. So we're basically going to do this for 6 rounds. We're going to go through all of these things, building orders, trying to get victory points. As many, remember, we want to try to get 150 victory points to be the shiz knit. I don't know if we can do it, but we're going to figure it out. Oh yes, I wanted to read you my, the cool part about this game too is that it has this little historical feature. It has biographies of all the characters, because these are, it tells you the origin of printing. It's very interesting stuff. But each one of these are asymmetrical characters that you can play. And I'm playing this lady, Helena Ungler. And I chose her because of this text. She was a woman, and she was a printer, so she was also ... a widow. She married Florian Ungler. After his death in 1536, she continued his printing house and practiced the work with supervised professionals. Blah 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 blah. I just find it funny that she's a widow. So her name is Helena. You can call me Helena from now on. And Helena's special ability is that she gets to have a specialization start at level 1 and another one start at level 2. And I decided to have my bookbinding start at level 2 because I have 2 different orders that require bookbinding. This one needs a level 3 bookbinding, and this one needs a level 5 bookbinding. So we're probably not going to be able to complete this for a little while, but I can pretty easily get this to level 3 by bumping it up 1. So that gives us a kind of a starting point, I guess, because we're probably going to complete this order this round anyway, because we have enough of these awesome wooden tiles to place on here. And then so the thing we're going to watch out for is just making sure that I think to get the 150 points, we're going to have to get into a groove where we're completing 2 orders per round minimum. So we really need to figure out a way that we can make sure that we get at least 2 orders going. I don't know how it's going to go, but we will we'll figure it out as we go. So that's it. I think we're ready to run. Let's play this game. All right, so the first thing, normally we would turn our wheels, but we don't have anything in the wheel right now. So the second thing we're going to do is go what's called planning. So we're going to determine which of our cubes we want to put in our kind of bidding for first order or first dibs at each of the sections. So what do we want? I think at the end of the day, we definitely want to increase our bookbinding to 3. So we need a specialization for bookbinding. There are no bookbinding specializations up here, so we're going to have to do it down with our patronage action. So we're definitely going to want to be pretty high on our patronage action so we can get first dibs at that. Because if he does the patronage action, he could end up taking it away from us, and that would screw us. The other thing is we're going to want a gray ink. So this is the only gray ink out there. So we're probably going to want to make sure that we go in on inks. Now he's got bidding 2 on inks, so we're probably going to bid 3 on inks just because. And then I'll put 1 on each of these other areas because if you don't bid on it at all, you don't get it at all. And I'd like to at least get something from every area, even if he takes it away from us. And that's it. That's our planning phase. So now we get to see what the AI does with his little AI cards here. And what's he going to do? He's going to so what he does, he just moves his cubes around. So his cube that was on the specialization is going to move to the book. His cube that was on the inks is going to move to the patronage, and his maximum valued cube is going to go to his minimum valued cube. And this is kind of a tiebreaker. And if we were in the patronage area where he could take cards, he would take a card, but we're not taking any cards yet. All right. So he's going to move this to here. He's going to move this down to here. And then whichever has the maximum, it's tied for these 2 areas, have the maximum number of cubes. So we start at the gear and go down. So this one is going to go to the minimum, which is here. Right? And that's his planning, just like that. So then we start going down the area, executing our plans. All right. So first, he has 2 bid on the orders, and I have 1 bid. That means he gets to choose first dibs on orders. He has these really silly decks that are just labeled for 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're supposed to shuffle these and choose a number. But, I have a 4-set dice here, so we're just going to go for it. And we're going to do 1 at a time. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and see what he removes. So he's going to remove number 1. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is here. He's going to remove this one. All right. So that leaves us with this AIOO, which we can go ahead and take because why not? And what do we want to pair it with? Well, we only have this available to us, so I might as well take that too. Why not? Right, so now we've got 3 potential orders that we could fulfill, and we're definitely fulfilling one this turn for sure. And we start with 10 money, so that's good to know also. All right, that was this order phase, done and done. Now we're going to look at inks. So he has 2 in inks. I have 3 in inks. I get first dibs on the inks. So first, I get this blue one for free. And you know what? You're not locking them in or anything, but you can always kind of place them in areas that you think they're going to go, just so they're not like hanging out on your board. And I started with that yellow one, and then these other 2 I could get if I want to pay money. This one I can pay 1 money for. This one I can pay 2 money for. Well, I definitely want this gray one, so I'm going to pay 2 money. I'm going to turn in my 5 guilder. And I'm going to get 3 back. I'm going to take this gray. All right. Now this order is completely ready to be fulfilled because, oh no, not yet. We need a 3 bookbinding to be able to get the whole order done. Yeah. So, and then also you can kind of look and see, like, if I'm using IO, what do I got? I got an A left. But there's no way I'll be able to buy enough letters to do another order. So we're not going to really sit. We're only going to get this 1 order down this turn, unfortunately. But it's cool. We're still getting ready for stuff we want to do. All right. Next thing we want to do is do a specialization. He has 1 bid in specialization. I have 1 bid in specialization. He's the first player, so he gets to choose first. He's going to do either 1, 2, or 3, 4. He's going to remove this specialization. That way. And that means that I get to take this specialization. And that means I get to increase my wood cutting by 2. So I can come over here and increase my wood cutting by 2, just like that. Now, I've already hit the level 2 bonus, so you don't get the bonus again. You just get it once you do one thing. All right, so that was the specializations. Now we do the gears. He has 1 in gear. I have 1 in gear, so he gets to go first. Let's see what gear he's getting rid of. 1, 2, or 3, 4. He's getting rid of this gear. What did we lose? The gears have different abilities on them that are cool or maybe not cool. This says anytime you use, anytime you gain one of these cubes, you're going to get victory points. This one says you get as many victory points as the round is. So right now we're at round 1, so you would get 1 victory point. If we were around 6, you would get 6 victory points. And this just gives you a free order. But that's gone forever. This is the one I wanted anyway, so I'm very happy. This says anytime you buy an A tile, this specific A tile, it costs you 3 money less, which is amazing because these tiles, we start the game with 3 tiles, but every time you want to buy an additional tile, you need to spend 1 money more. So basically, if I wanted to buy another letter, I can do it, but it's going to cost me 4 money. And then once I have 4 tiles, if I want to buy another letter, it's going to cost me 5 money, and so on and so forth. So being able to buy A's at a 3 discount is pretty amazing because I might even be able to get some for free. And then this one says anytime I use an A in an order, I get 2 victory points. Now check this out. Oh, we're doing an I and an O, crap. So we don't have an A order this round. So it might be beneficial for us to put this in our slot like this so we can use that ability this turn. Anytime you use these abilities, they are free actions. You can do it at any time. And in fact, we might want to just go ahead and do that now. So we can buy an A for 3 less, which means that it would only cost us 1 money because we need 4 money to buy our 4th tile. And we get a 3 discount buying A's. So we're going to buy an A. Have a whole big cool box of these tiles here. There it is, A. And I'll just put it on this order up here just to Get ready. All right, cool. That's all our gears gone. And then finally, we get to do a patronage action. We are in round one. Whoa, we're in round one here. So that means we both can only do this action. I have more cubes than he does, so I get to pick first which one of these things I want to do. And I definitely want to do the increase my specialization, so we can increase our bookbinding to 3. So that way we'll be able to complete this card. All right. And then, like, if he went first, he would roll the 4-sided dice and choose one of these things, and wherever he went, I couldn't go. So that's bad. But since I went first, he doesn't go because he doesn't need to. And that's the end of the round. So before we end the round, actually, I have a chance to fulfill these orders, and I'm going to fulfill this one order. So the first thing I do is, again, an order is a combination of these 2 cards. So first thing, we had an I and an O. So we're going to get 2 money for completing this order. Whoa, 2 money. Then we look at the, then we can look at this. We had 1 gray ink. The gray ink goes back in the bag. You always get your letter tiles back, but any inks get spent. So you have to keep buying or getting more inks. So we spent a gray ink. That gets us 2 victory points. We are on the victory point track, which you can see right here. So you can barely see it. You'll see it better when I start going up this way. But this is the victory point track around the edge of the board. All right. And then we have level 3 bookbinding. So we get another 2 victory points. And then since I completed both of these things, I get another 2 victory points. And that's 6 victory points on our way to 150, just like that. However, we only have 6 rounds to get this done, and round 1's over already. What the hell are we going to do? All right, so let me move these down this way. So we can have more room for more stuff. And normally when I use this tile, we have these little tile covers that show that you used the action, but we're at the end of the round now, so we don't need it. All right, so next thing that happens is that we're going to reset some stuff. So first, I get to be the first player now. And that means I have to give one of my cubes to him. It's going to go in his lowest track, and this is the start, tiebreaker start. All right, and then we're going to refill these cards. One goes here, one goes here, one goes here, one goes here. These inks are all refreshed. Diana's like, yes, 144 more victory points to be an awesome dude. The guild master. All right, and this is a specialization. Oh, look at that, double bookbinding. Oh, we really want that because that'll put us in 5 bookbinding, which unlocks our level 5 ability, and we'll be able to complete this card. That's some badass shit right there. And we've already got the A, the I, the O. We would need to buy a U to complete that card. All right. Diana says this sort of reminds me of a less demanding coal game. Yeah, I don't know which game that is, but oh yeah, we had 2 more gears. Let's see what gears we got. All right. This one, let's anytime we play an O or anytime we buy an O, it's -3. And if you use an O in an order, you get 2 victory points. That's pretty cool. And this one is inks. You can get a blue ink straight up, or you can convert a blue ink to 2 of anything you want. Or if you use a blue ink in an order, you get 2 victory points. That's pretty interesting. We are now in round 2. And let's see what we're going to do. So I think we definitely want to buy a U. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. That means it's going to cost us 5 guilders to buy a U. So we might as well just use it right now. Let's just do it right now, just so we're covered. And there's ours. So now we've got this card. This card is complete if we can get to our bookbinding to 5. So we definitely want to go all in on bookbinding if we can help it. He is basically 1 point in specialization. So let's put 2 of our things in the specialization just to make sure we're covered. We got 3 there because his cube, he might be able to move a cube down to specialization and tie us. Oh, but I break ties. So since I'm first player, so we only need to put 2 cubes in specialization. I wouldn't mind getting these inks, and having more tiles is also cool too. I love these tiles that give you the discounts on the letters, because the letters you always stay with you, so you can complete bigger and bigger orders faster if you get more letters. And normally it's hard to get letters the more you're in because they're just more expensive as they go. So we need to figure that out. So yeah, I think I might want to try for gears also. I think I want this gear to buy more letters. All right, that's our planning. So now it is time to go through the orders. So first things first, we have 1, he has 2, so he's going to go first. He's going to get rid of some of these orders. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to get rid of this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to get rid of this one. That leaves us an AOU. That's pretty easy to complete for 3 money. And then we can choose 4 victory points and 2 victory points and ink. That's not bad. It's pretty good to have more orders, so like it's not bad to not get an order, I think. You can only have a max of 4 though, so that you got to keep these things getting completed as much as you can. Oh yes, Furnace. That's a great game. All right, we're on to inks. He's got 2. I've got 1. So he gets to choose first. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to get rid of all of these inks. All right. So I get this blue for free. You always get the first one for free. Do I need a red and a gray? I do need a red and a gray. I could try to complete this card this round if I did it. I only have 4 money left though, and I don't have any money to buy. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to complete a card this turn because I need money to buy more tiles because I only have an A. If I got this, when I get this, I'm going to be able to buy O's at -3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would still need 3 money to buy an O. So yeah, I think we're going to save our money. We're not going to grab these inks. We'll see how it goes. All right. Now specializations. I have 2 to his 1, so I get to have the double. This looks like a bearskin rug to me. It's called bookbinding, but I don't know that it looks like a bookbinding. Let's see. So I get to go up 2 in bookbinding. Whoa. There's a 1. That gives me the level 4 specialty. That's an ink of my choice. And 2 gets me the level 5 specialty, which gets me, I can pick any orders. So let me grab an ink of my choice first. What do we think we want? I think we definitely want a gray ink, maybe, just to be ready to complete this order, I think. Just to have it ready. So whenever the ink is not colored, that means you get to go in the bag and choose the color you want. All right, and I got a gray ink. I'll put it right there. All right, and then I get to get a new order of my choice. So move this down because more orders is always good, right? Maybe. So here's how it works. We're going to grab 2 orders from the order deck. We get to choose one of these to keep. IOU or AIOOU? Well, I have AI and U. I have IOU. Maybe we'll go for the easier IOU. Huh. And then we get to choose 2 of these and keep 1. Now, what I typically do is I look for victory points. I look for the highest amount of victory points down here because I'm pretty much going to get these specializations. So I definitely want to get as many victory points as I can. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is the winner. Now we have 4 orders, which means next turn I'm not going to be able to take another order until I have some things completed. So we'll see. It's getting kind of crazy. All right, next thing is that and this specialization can go away also. All right, and then next thing is gears. And we have 2, he has 2, we're first players, so we get to break ties. And we're taking our awesome O tile. Oh, and I should have turned this tile at the beginning of the round. Sorry. All right, so now we're going to put this in the O spot. And we're going to use it right now to buy a letter O for 3 less. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 6. 3 minus 6 is 3. So and we get an O. Oh my goodness. Kaboom. Oh. Look at that. Oh man, we almost could have completed this too if we wanted to. Hody-do. All right, so now we are into the patronage section. We're both 1. I get to choose first. What do we want? I can get another order. That's kind of no good. We have enough order. We have 4 orders already. I can increase a specialization. I can get 3 money, or I can get 2 inks. Well, let's see. We're definitely completing this card. I've got 1 illumination. I've got level 5 bookbinding now, so that's going to be awesome. If we could get, yeah, it's going to cost us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 money for our next letter if it's a U. So there's no way I can get a U to complete any of these other cards. So it's probably best to go up a specialization. Even though money is good for buying stuff later, these specializations unlock powers, which is pretty fun. So I think, oh, you know what? Yes, if I do this specialization, I can increase my bookbinding to the highest level, and that gives me the high level bonus, which lets me get a tile for free. Take a selected type. And that gives us our U, which completes this bad boy. Oh man, if only we had a red, we'd be able to complete that. All right, but we're going to complete these 2 orders, which is awesome. All right, so whew, that was a lot. We did our patronage. Everyone's cool. Everybody's happy. Now it's time to turn in some orders. So I'm going to turn in this order on the bottom here with the AIOU. That's going to get us 5 money. Thank you, sir, for letting me print your book. Oh, and guess what? I also put some blue and gold ink on that book because it's pretty badass. It's a badass book now. That gets me 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I also am level 5 bookbinding and a level 1 illumination. So there's some clout to your book there. That gives me 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since I completed both of these things, I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Right, these go back in the bag. And now I can complete this order. Let's do it. AOU. AOU gets me 3 money. And I don't have a blue and a red ink, so I don't get 4 victory points. But I am... Oh, I'm not anything, so we're just ditching this card. I thought I was level 3 on that, but I'm not. That's cool. But that clears up our orders, so we can get some more orders now rocking in our world. Because, again, I think you really need to cycle these orders quickly to get the victory points. But really, all the victory points come from these bottom tiles, not from the top. And also, they come from these specializations. So you can see I'm getting 6 points at the end of the game for having my book binding up so high. And look at this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles already, which is, yeah, what do I got? I got 2 A's. I got 1 I. I got 2 O's. And I got 2 U's. So I've already got this A, I, O, O. And, I've got a U for here. You always want to take stock of your letters to see, when new orders come up, what do you want to go for? You can have 4 orders at a time, and an order is 2 cards. So we have 2 orders right now, and that means we can grab 2 more if we ever wanted to. All right, this is done, and we're now starting round 3. So first thing, we spin the wheel. Whoa! All right, now if I complete an order with an A tile, I get 2 victory points. That's going to be awesome. And if I complete an order with an O tile, I get 2 victory points. I made those gears perfect. So now I need to complete something with a A and an O. There's an A in this one and an O in this one. So if I can just complete both of these, I'm getting some victory points. We are currently at 17 of our 150 victory points that we require. All right, he's going to give me a cube back from his lowest. This is the tiebreaker, so starting from here, his lowest cube. And I give him the first player token. And we refill these things. So we get some new orders. And we get some new ink. Yep, 123 more points. You can see it's a little bit like an engine builder. It's definitely going to ramp up once we start getting more tiles. The more tiles we have, the more of these things we're going to be able to crank out. Let's see, we need specializations. We need new gears. What do we got gears wise? All right, this one says if you complete an order with an illumination specialization, you get 2 points, and we do have one right there. This one says if you complete an order with a wood cutting specialization, you get 2 points. So we'd like this one, I think. We'll see if it comes up. It's not super urgent for us. However, this is our first time we'll be able to take a patronage cards, and these things are worth 8 victory points straight up. And all we need, we're already level 6 of bookbinding, so we just need 2 gold inks. There's not any 2 gold inks here, but we could do a patronage down here to get 2 gold inks. The trouble is oh no, this is last turn, so we're going to see what he does later. But if his orders show a patronage card, he's going to take this card before we can get it. So we need to kind of figure out how can we get 2 gold inks to take this card if possible. That's kind of where we are there. All right, cool. So we reset everything, and I turned the gears, and so we're in the planning stages. So let's see. Currently, he's got nothing in patronage, so we can kind of do whatever the hell we want there. Man, it totally, where can we get some ink? There's no rewards that we have that require inks. So let's not get sidetracked. I think we definitely would like to buy an I and an O. And yep, we definitely need another I. It's too bad this isn't giving a discount on O's anymore, but let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our next thing is going to cost 8. So we do have 8. We have 9 guilders. So we could buy one more tile. We can get an I or an O. So yeah, I think we definitely want to keep 2 in patronage. I think I want gears for sure and specialization. So I think I like the way this looks. We'll just keep it that way. All right, let's do it. He is going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's gone. Crap, I wanted that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's gone. That certainly makes the choices easier. This one's got 10 victory points and an upgrade if we can complete it. So we definitely want to complete that one for sure. Inks wise, he's got more. So he's going to choose 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to get rid of all of these. We definitely get a blue one for free. We'll put it over here for now. Do we want a red and a gray? I think we definitely want the red. All right. And we can put the gray back in the box. Specialization wise, we are winning, so we get to choose one of these. Well, I don't need bookbinding anymore, so it's best for me to... Now, when you're maxed out on a level, if you go one more, you get money. So if we wanted money, I could go there and get 3 money. But I think getting the specializations up is going to be good. So we're going to go 1 up in typesetting and 1 up in woodcutting. And that's going to go back here. All right, it's gear time. He's got 2 in the gears. I've got 2 in the gears, but he is first player, so he gets to choose 1, 2, 3, 4. Crap. He took the one we wanted. That's cool, though. We can do a wood cutting one. There is, we are level 2 in wood cutting. This requires level 5 in wood cutting, so it wouldn't be a bad idea for us to place this here and use it to get another level wood cutting. So we're just going to use that right now and get one more level of wood cutting. All right, and then finally patronage. We don't have 2 gold inks, so we cannot get this card. Oh, fuck, I forgot to do his thing. Sorry, he's supposed to move this stuff around. This went to inks, which didn't matter. This didn't go anywhere, and yep. Oh, so it didn't matter. All right, but he is going to take this card. So if we can't take this card, he's going to take it. So that's it. There's nothing we can do. So now we can focus on this card. We do have 2 A's, but we don't have 2 gray inks. So maybe we should grab 2 gray inks this turn with this action down here. And then next turn, go in on patronage, and we're definitely going to get this card. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, let's do it. So we're going to get 2 inks, and we want 2 grays. We'll just keep these to the side. I'm just going to put them right on the patronage card. Those are my 2 inks. All right. And then we can complete orders. AIOO. Yeah, let's just do it. I was going to buy another tile, but I'm going to wait and see if there's a way we can get a tile cheaper. because we got 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could buy one tile right now. Yeah, let's blow our wad and we'll buy an eye. I won't be able to use it on this, but next turn we'll get it. Next turn this is complete for sure. All right, so first we're going to complete this one order then, I guess. So we're going to spend these on AIOO. And that gets us 5 money. And then we have completed this, which gets so we have gray ink and a blue ink. That gets us 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have all of these specializations, so we are 3 victory points. And then the bonus for doing both is we get another order. So let's see what we want. IOU, AOOU. Let's take the bigger one. And who has the most victory points? Oh, yeah, this one for sure. All right, and unfortunately, that's all we can complete because you can't, like, once these tiles are off, you can't use them again until next round. All right, cool. So that is our stuff. Let's see what we got going on for next round. We definitely want to complete this order. That leaves us 2 A's, an I, and O, and a U. So we've got this A, I, U for sure. So we need typesetting level 5. And that's going to be 10 points. That's pretty great. How can we get typesetting level 5 in like 5 seconds? I don't know. Patrick's, yeah, whoa. That's right. This book sucks. It's actually the reverse of the Bible because I think if the Bible's in Hebrew, I think Hebrew doesn't have any vowels. It's all just consonants. It's pretty interesting. Someone mentioned, why isn't there an E in the vowels? And someone said, oh, E is for expansion. So they're probably going to have an expansion. All right. So that's what we want to do next round. So we are in next round, round 4. I get to the first player token. He's going to give me one of his. No, I'm going to give him one of my things. It goes in his least most. All right, and then we're going to refill cards. You go there, you go there. Look at that IU. That's an easy one. Right, it's a nice little, just easy game. I mean, it's still maybe 6 rounds is a little too long, but it has a nice flow. I think someone was complaining online about there's not many decisions to be made. I mean, because you kind of have choice 1 or choice 2. There's not like a lot of different things you can do. All right. Oh, this gives us A's at a discount. We already have that tile. And this lets us change tiles for other tiles or make our minimum. Oh, yeah, that's a good tile. That makes our minimum specialty raised by 1. Oh, that's right, Patrick. What's up? That's Bud Light. All right. That's everything reset. Well, we definitely want to go all in patronage. He's got one thing. We want this patronage tile. It sucks that they don't do more than just 8 victory points, but 8 victory points is 8 victory points. I'll take it. So I definitely want to put at least 2 there. He's got 1. He could end up moving 1 and tying. That would screw. Oh, but I am first player, so tie doesn't matter. We're cool. I definitely would like that other gear, but I do like the gears that I've got. But this gear is pretty powerful. But no, we should definitely get some. We need inks. Yeah, we need all of these inks. So we definitely want to go in on inks. I might even not go for orders. I'm just going to go 3 on inks. He's already 3 on inks, but I'm tied and he might move away. All right. Let's see how that goes. First things first, orders, we don't care because he goes first and I won't be taking any this turn. So those go there. Inks, oh wait, shit, I almost did it again. He's got to move his shit first. He's going to go from here to patronage and from here to patronage, which there's nothing. Whew. And he is going to take a patronage card, but not before me, baby. Look at that. We're tied patronage, and I go first because I'm first player. Suck it, AI. All right. So I get the first dibs on inks because we're tied and I'm first player. So I definitely want these inks, and I'm definitely gonna spend money, 3 money to get all of them. I'm gonna put these all right on this card right here. Junk, junk, junk. All right, and then yeah, this is complete. Oh no, oh yeah, these are all level 5. Shit, we need to get our specializations up. All right, so specialization, I get to choose first. Do I want 2 illuminations, illumination, or a type setting? I'll take the illumination and the type setting. Illumination or type setting and illumination. All right, and then gears, we're tied, so I get to pick first. Oh, first off, I forgot to turn the gears. Sorry, everybody. Ching, 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 ching. All right, so there's nothing here. I could get an A for a 3 discount and nothing here. So I think I am going to replace this gear. I'm just going to take it out, discard it, and put this new gear in there. And I want to do it so my minimum, we'll use this right now, my minimum specialty raises 1. Shit. And it's one of these two, and it's typesetting or illumination. I definitely need typesetting for these things. So my typesetting is now level 3. I need it to be level 5 to complete this card. It's level 3 right now, and my woodworking is almost level 4, so that's almost complete. And yeah, I need to get woodworking up for sure. But anyway, that's good for now. And I can't do anything there. And do I want to buy an A tile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would cost me 9. Minus 3 is 6, and I only have 2 money. So that would be not negative. All right, cool. I like that tile, though. We can do a lot of stuff with that gear. All right, and then patronage. He's got 2. I've got 2. I got first player. Suck it, AI. I have 2 grays. Now, I'm pretty sure this just means you have to have it. You don't have to spend it. Normally, when you complete jobs, you have to spend them, but I'm pretty sure when you get the patronage card, you don't have to spend it. So I kind of have these inks just out there in the world. And I have 2 A's for sure. So this is my card now. I'm just going to put it in the side here. That's just reminding me that I have 8 points at the end of the game. Cool. And that's that. We're done. We're on to the round 5. I give him the first player token back. He gives me a cube. And let's fill these out. Get some more ink. Hey, Mike Forner is here. How's it going, Mike? We are just playing some Gutenberg solo. Oh, these should have gone away. Ink me, baby. All right, we got specialization. Oh, double typesetting. We definitely want that. We definitely want that. Yep. Yep. I did not complete a single card this round. It's a bad sign, my friends. That is a bad sign. All right. We need new gears. What do we got? This is the same one I just got, and this one increases bookbinding, which I don't need. So we definitely don't care about gears. Do we have a level 3 typeset? We do. Do we have a level 4 illumination? We do not. We're 2 away from that, so I'm not sure where we're going to get that. All right, let's start the round by turning the gears. Ching, 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 ching. All right, this is nothing. We can buy an O for 3 less, or I can change any one type into another type. That'll be helpful for later, I think. All right, and then we are going to see what the AI's card is in a second. First, we need to figure out what do we want to do. Well, if we get this type, we can definitely complete both of these cards. And then we'll just need 2 blue. Yeah, and there's no way I'm getting this patronage, so I might as well get the 2 inks down here so I complete those orders. So yeah, I think we're definitely all in on inks. He's got 2 inks, so we definitely want to do 3 inks because he's first player. He can break ties, which is a pain in my ass. Oh, not inks, specialty. Because we need, and then we need patronage, so that way we can make sure that we and then we'll take an order, I think. Because we need to keep the orders coming. All right, cool. That's our planning. What is the AI going to plan to do? Oh, we have 24 victory points totally, and we are in round 5 right now. So there's only 2 rounds left in the game, and we got to try to get 150 points. I don't know how I got 130 last time, but we'll see. All right, so what is he doing? He's going to move patronage to gears. He's going to move orders to inks. And he is going to take that patronage card. So that's 1 less card for us. But that's cool because we didn't want it anyway. All right, let's do it. So orders, we're both at 1. He's tiebreaker. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one goes away. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one goes away, and this is our new order. All right, let's see what we can do with that. Inks wise, he is winning inks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These all go away. Do I want any of these? Well, I'll definitely take the yellow for free. Do I need red ink? I got a gray up here. I would like 1 red. I'll spend 1 point for the red. All right. Then we get specializations. I have 2. He has nothing, so I get to choose. I'm definitely taking 2 typesetting. And that lets us go up our typesetting track by 2. 1, 2. Now we're at level 5 typesetting, which means this is done, this is done, this is done. We can complete any of those. We just need to get our woodworking at level 4 to complete this one, right? All right. This goes away. Gears. We have 1. He has 2. He gets to go first. 1, 2, 3, 4. This gear goes away. That's cool. That's one we had anyway. Do we care about bears? I don't think we do. However, we don't need to take this gear. You can either take a gear or you can reposition one of your current gears. And I think I wouldn't mind repositioning one of these to get something out of it. So, and I think we're going to do it for the victory points because both of these, we're definitely completing this order. And we can complete this order. Yeah, I'm going to complete this order. So this is IOU, this is A. Yeah, we're just going to get a couple extra victory points for doing A's. We're doing an order that has an A in it. All right, we'll see how that goes. All right, and then we're doing patronage action. We definitely want to grab 2 inks. They're grabbing this card because that's what that says. And what? Oh, we need 2 blue. There's 1 blue. There's 2. All right, let's see what kind of orders we can fulfill. Well, definitely this guy is ready to go. So we've got 3 money. And then we get 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get another 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get another 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. Let's go back in the back. All right. We can complete this one. That's 3 money. And then these go back in the bag, and we get 10 victory points, and we can upgrade a specialty. So that's 36 goes to 46. And we can upgrade a specialty. Let's upgrade this one. All right. And then this one is ready to go next turn. I got AOOU. And this one is ready to go with an IU. Yeah, and we've got all those specials. No, we need to get our illumination up to get that one going. All right, cool. Well, unfortunately, this is the last round. Can I eke 100 points out of this bad boy? I don't know. This may be the worst play of this game ever. We'll find out. Oh, and I get 2 extra victory points for completing a order with an A on it. So did I do that right? Yep. All right, cool. All right, that's that. Let's see what we got going. So I'm the first player now. He's going to give me a cube. No, I give him a cube. It goes here. And we're going to reset these. Last round of the game, people. Let's see what we can do. We need points. How can we do it? Will he pull it out? Who knows what's happening? These are actually like metal typesetting things, not dice. They're pictures of metal. All right, let me shuffle these. Who's cheating? This goes away. Get 2 new. All right, and we're round 6. Oh yes, my first step is gears have to turn. Chink, 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 chink. All right, so now I can buy A's at 3 less. If I complete any orders with an O, I get 2 victory points, and I can change any one ink into any one other ink. All right, so let's talk about some planning. What do we want to go after? Well, we only have these 2 orders, and they're pretty much complete already. I just need to get illumination up to 5. So I need to get illumination up 3 points. There's no specialty here for illumination, so that's kind of lame. So, yeah. So we definitely want to get another order, maybe. Can we get any of this stuff done in 1 round? Not 4 points. I don't know. We definitely maybe want to go for this card, because we've got 2 blues, and we could complete it before the end of the turn. So we want to go all in on Patronage. He's got 1 in Patronage, so the most he'd have is 2, and we're first players, so we don't have to go crazy there, because first player breaks ties. What else do we want? So we're definitely going to grab this Patronage card, which means that we really can't do other stuff. So I don't really care about inks. Maybe I want orders. I'll go Specialization just to make sure. Yep, that's fine. All right, let's see what he's going to do. His last order of the game. All right, he's going to move inks to gears. He's going to move books to gears. Wow, he's all in on gears. And he doesn't take the Patronage card. That's pretty cool. All right, I think we're ready to go. First things first, orders. He doesn't get anything. I get 1, so I get to choose orders that I want. I have an AI left over, so we could complete this order straight up just by taking this card. So what else here would we want? Do we have 1 yellow ink. If we got these inks, we could complete this card. Let's give it a shot. Now all of a sudden I care about inks. He's going to go first on inks though, so all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're hoping that he does 1, 2. Yes, 1. All right, cool. That means we can buy all of these inks for $3. And that fills this card pretty sweetly. All right, I think we just need now to ensure that the illumination needs to get up to complete this card. How can we get illumination up? Well, we could do it via Patronage, but it's not going to be enough. So we're just going to have to ditch it. But we could do something with the gears. So let's that'll get us 1 anyway. All right, let's see what happens with the gears. First specialization. We are first because he's only got 1. We got 2. So we're going to take this card. We're going to go 1 on typesetting, and we're going to get 1 in woodcutting. All right. And then gears wise, he's all in on gears. Holy crap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This gear, this is the only one I wanted, goes away. All right. I don't care about this, so I think what I want to do is rearrange one of these so I can get some extra points. Now, the cool part is I could make it so anytime I complete an A order, I get 2 victory points. I've got 2 A orders here. That would be 4 victory points straight up just from doing that. Or I could change any one tile to any one. I don't need to. Yep, so that's the way to do it. We're going to switch this tile this way. All right, so now remember, anytime we complete an A order, we're going to get 2 victory points. All right. I think that is that. So now we're into patronage, and I'm 2 to his 1, so that means we go first. We're going to grab this card. We have 2 eyes. I. We have 2 blues. 2 blues. Good deal. All right, and then we get to turn in these orders. So first, we'll do this one. This AI is going to give us 2 money. And we have 6 victory points from these inks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 victory points from level 4, level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 extra victory points because we did it all. 1, 2, 3. That's 62. We're getting there. Let's go back to the bag. All right, we did not complete this side of the card because this is only level 2, but we're going to turn it in anyway because this is the last round. So this gets us 2 money. I did get the inks. That gets us 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, these go in the bag. And then this one, all of these guys gets us 5 victory points, 5 money, I should say. And then this is the big whopper. We've got it all figured out. So that's 6 plus 5 is 11 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 77 for those playing at home. We're going to bump this last one up to its last spot because that's our reward there. We can bump up a specialization. I'm going to put those back. And that is the end. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get, so we're at 77 points right now. First thing we do is we count points from our specialization track. Every cube that is in the top spot gets 6 victory points. So I've got 18 points right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18. We're at 95. Then we get points for our cards. We got 2 of these patronage cards. That's 8 times 2 is 16 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're at 111. And then we get 1 victory point for every 3 money. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Final score 115. Yeah, not quite where we wanted to be. What's the rank for 115? 115 points means we are an apprentice. We didn't even get to senior apprentice. How lame. Oh well. But there you go. You get the idea of it. I think the thing is you really need to be able to, like there was that one whole round I didn't turn in any orders, and that was just no good. I needed to make sure that we were getting more points. Like you got to be careful. These cards that you pick, you're like, oh man, I want victory points. But if you can't complete the specialization on it, it is going to sit there for a couple rounds till you get this till you get the specialization up. So yeah, I think the key is also getting these patronage cards. I mean, I got 2, not 16 points. If I got 3, that'd be 32 or 24, and 4 would be 32. 32 points straight up. If I could get all those cards would be a pretty huge bump. Getting these specializations up are key too. So I think there's a balance to it, but 150 seems like miles away. Like 115 to 150 doesn't sound bad, but when you look at it on the board, I'm here and 150 is here. Yeah, that's a little bit ways away. But again, this is only my second time playing it, and I've been messing around with buttons and stuff. So, but yeah, I think it's a fun game. It's easy to set up, and it comes with these little boxes to hold everything, which is nice. So yeah, I think it's good for solo anyway. Let's I guess we'll see. So the question is, if Diana's still in the chat, would she want to play this multiplayer? Because multiplayer, I think, would be a different experience with the bidding and stuff. But no, I think the reason I got it was for the cool wooden tiles, but also this board is very pretty. It's definitely cool to look at. So I guess I should do a rating. I never do ratings by myself, but let's see. So yeah, actually we should have a different rating system for solo games, because I do have some different requirements when I play solo games. Normally I don't like a beat your own score type of game, and that's pretty much what this is, even though they tell you what the scores are that you need to be at. I really like solo games where the AI kind of teaches you how to play the game better. And if the AI is doing certain moves, then you're like, oh, why didn't I think to do that combo? And so like the solo games I really like are the ones that are, it helps you to play the multiplayer better. This one is definitely not that. It's just a blocking mechanism, your standard worker placement AI. So the AI itself is kind of boring. I mean, it wasn't even like exciting, like, oh no, he blocked me from that thing I wanted. So yeah, we'll see how it goes with the rating system. I might change things a little bit. So was I immersed in the theme? Well, I do definitely love the art. It does feel like medieval printing press stuff, and this does feel like a workbench where I got my little printing die, the die types, and little gears and the stuff. I would have liked to see maybe like I don't know, actually, I guess these are ink bottles here. So yeah, it's definitely pretty. I don't know that I felt like I was working in a printing press, but yeah, because like Patrick said, the orders are just AO. It would have been cooler if the orders were like actually spelled things, but I get it that really there's only 4 resources you're collecting, or 4 letters, so you can only do so much. But yeah, I'll give it for the theme. I do like the theme. There was no antagonist. The AI didn't really help you at all, and it didn't even feel like a race against time, because now that being said, I do love when solo games have a timer, or any games in general. I like when it says at this time the game is over, so that means you got to get all your last stuff done. But it didn't feel like it was a rush to get stuff done. Like there's only so much you can do. I think if you don't plan well enough by this round, there's no helping you in this round. You saw at the end, I only had 3 orders I could complete, so the only thing I could do is get the 3 orders. It's not like I could do some kind of Hail Mary and get some extra thing at the end that would have bumped me further. By the time you're at round 5, you've got what you got, and round 6 is just finishing up what you've got. So I don't think there's a good exciting ending to it. I think it's more like just moving the puzzle pieces and seeing that you're going to complete what you wanted to complete. That being said, I do like how the end of the game has the extra points for the specialties and the patronage cards, and that really kind of bumps up. So I really kind of felt down that I was at 70 points, and then all of a sudden I'm at 115. I mean, I felt pretty good breaking 100. At least I'm not a schlub. Yes, and these gears are really cool. I mean, they did a good job with how they move. So yes, I think I will say that the ending is good just because I didn't get the 150, and now I'm going to want to play this game until I get the 150. And then maybe after I get the 150, I'll be done playing this game. But until then, I think, there's more to figure out in this game for sure. Were the turns actions fun to do? Is an ease of play? I would say yes. This game is super easy to play, especially the way they do the turns, and you're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah blah, and turning your orders. Yeah. Now the question is, were there a lot of interesting options? That could be where it's a mix, because I think there's enough to get done what you need to get done, but at the end of the day, each one of these rows only has 2 options. So you're kind of at the whim of the cards of what the 2 options are going to be available for you. So in that case, it's not so interesting, but I got to give it to them for not being fiddly. Were there good fun combos and payoffs? Yeah, I think there are definitely. You saw what I was trying to do, comboing some stuff, because there's definitely ways you can. It's just about fulfilling the orders as quick and as fast as, or as efficiently as possible, and how you can. I do wish, it is the rule that you can't. Once you finish an order, you can't like reuse the tiles or reuse anything on the orders. But I do wish that there was some of that there, so you could combo even more. But then the game would be out of control, I think. Was the game length good? Let's see. We're over an hour. Yeah, I'm not sure. It was okay. I think it was a little bit too long. By the time we got to round 6, I was kind of done. Because like I said, pretty much everything you do in round 5 is setting up for round 6 to just be, and all you're really doing is filling out paperwork in round 6, and then hoping that you got everything that you wanted done. So I think the game length was okay. The fun part is it's pretty easy to set up for a solo game, so that reduces the length of actually breaking it out, because what you got to think is how many times you're actually going to break this thing out and play it solo. And 9 times out of 10, I have a lot of really cool games that take too long to set up, and then I never end up playing them. And this one, I think, even though it plays a little bit too long than it should be, it's so easy to set up, it'll be kind of easy to just crank out and play. The rules were super easy to understand. The iconography was a little tricky at first, but once you understood what everything meant, and it comes with this really cool, the funny part is it comes with player screens, and the player screens I didn't use because I figured, solo game, you don't need these screens. And I didn't. It wasn't until I saw someone else playing it that the player screens also are a player aid. So they have all the icons are listed here on the player screen. So my first game was a little hard remembering the icons, but now that I have the player aid, it's super easy. Everything that you need is right here. Let's talk about, this is definitely a Euro type game. So let's talk about where they're good, fun, interconnected mechanisms, where the mechanisms flow into each other. I like games, again, that are not giving you different ways to get what you need. So like if a card needed 2 inks, I could get the inks from here, or I could get the inks from the Patron Injection, or maybe there's ways to get inks on the gears. So that's what I mean normally when I say they're interconnected and fun. The mechanisms work well together. I think all of these things thematically tie together, and they work pretty well. So I'm happy with it. Were there any wasted turns, or were your actions limited? I think this is one that it does come down to, it's not limiting, which was what we hate. Like, again, if I needed 2 inks and there's only one spot to get 2 inks, that's the game saying, fuck you, you can't get 2 inks. And like I said, this game, there's three different ways I can get what I want. So it is, there are positive rewards. I think the issue though is that if you don't expertly plan what you're gonna do, there is a chance of wasted turns. Like in turn 3, I had 2 orders that I just couldn't fulfill because I didn't plan correctly. So it's not the game's fault, it's my fault. But at the end of the day, there should be some leeway maybe to make sure that you don't waste a turn. Or, I guess I could have turned in one of the orders and not got the bonuses and just went for new orders later. But again, this is how you figure stuff out. And then finally, would I play it again? Yeah, I think, like I said, I'm definitely going to play this until I get to the 150. And then if I can get to the 150, I may be done with it because then I've beaten the game, basically. So we'll see what happens there. So let's see what we're going to rate it. I have these little tiles. Maybe I'll use a little tile. Is it an A rating? Whoa. I give it a 7.5, but I'll give it an 8 just to say 8 and make Ted right, because Ted is always right. So there you go, an 8. That means she likes it. Now the question is, will she really like it? And I guess we'll have to find out next week, since she is committed to playing this game, the multiplayer version. So there you have it. Gutenberg. It is not Steve Gutenberg, although it would be cool to play Steve Gutenberg, the acting game. But this is the different Gutenberg game where you're printing things. And there it is. Yeah, so this Friday, we're going to do another solo adventure. If you guys liked this solo adventure, wait until you see the next one, which is the new hotness game from AG called the Guild of Merchant Explorers. That's what it's called. The Guild of Merchant Explorers. When I saw this game, it's such an ugly game. I'm like, why do people like this game? I'm not going to get it. Screw it. This is stupid. I'm not getting it. And my game store crack dealer gave me a deal on it. And so I took it home and played it solo, and it's awesome solo. So we'll see. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it will be fun to show, and I'll show you guys how to play solo. And maybe I'll be sick of it by then, but it should be fun to watch, and we'll hang out and we'll drink some more Bud Light and say yes to solo gaming. It's solo game week. And then guess who's back next week? But yes, she's getting back way late on Monday, which means we're probably not going to do a live show Tuesday, but we will do some pre-recorded show for Tuesday. And then I'm out of town on Friday for a mini game convention. So we're going to have 2 pre-records next week. But then the week after next week, she will be live, and we will be live here together, and we will do some crazy. I've got a whole bunch of games ready for her to play. So yes, it's you, not who, but you. So yeah, hope you guys had fun. Hope this was enjoyable. Again, thanks for watching. I know I get really weird doing these things by myself, but I hope it worked out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I think I had a fun time playing it, even though we didn't get to the 150. But there you have it. All right, guys, I think that's it for me on a Tuesday night. Hope everyone had a great night, and we'll see you on Friday. Live! Good night, everybody.